الدنيا تضيق خلقك، الحمد لله ما حد بياخذ منك رزقك. هدي وارتاح ثابر واطمح من حقك، بس بلاش العين. لا 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 ما تسوى الدنيا تضيق خلقك، الحمد لله ما حد بياخذ منك رزقك. هدي وارتاح ثابر واطمح من حقك، بس بلاش العين.
I'm hoping this is visible to everybody. The font seems to be a bit small. But just to elaborate, the total amount that was collected in last year's fundraising dinner, that's including donations, sponsorships, pledges, auction items, in total amounted to just over 320,000 Rand. The amount that we essentially spend on overhead, which relate to expenses, that would be venue hire, catering, audio, video, decor, etc. Just under 100,000 Rand, 99. That will therefore give you a total of 222,000 that we netted, alhamdulillah. From which South Africa has given a total of 100,000 Rand to the Sunni Razvi projects abroad. And going forward, we'll show you exactly what we have covered from last year. The picture on the left, as many of you would remember who had attended the previous function, is a picture of the Mazar Sharif, well, in not a very pleasant state at the time. The picture on the right is after having given those funds over, what we have done thus far and how much we have achieved. Most of the hall, in fact, who can see the distinction between the two will note that from here to here, there's a significant difference as far as the painting and as far as the cosmetic changes go. Over and above that, using the laser pointer, you'll see this section is not evident here, which is essentially a second manzil or second level that's currently being built. The construction has essentially commenced, and we'll elaborate on that further going forward. Last year's function also highlighted the fact that we had massive severe damage due to cyclonic weather. And here on the left, you would have seen everything on the Mazar boundary wall was completely damaged. And as a result, we had to do extensive work in underpinning the entire foundation and the Mazar and Masjid itself. And you would note that all the construction work and the structural work has been completed as we stand now. This is the Mazar Sharif dome from the inside. It's the interior picture. On the left is all the cracks. You would have noted that from the previous presentation, there's chunks of cement that was actually falling from the Mazar Sharif dome. On the right, you will note that it has since been restored, but this is merely a restoration, not a complete overhaul. So obviously we're trying to make every buck go as far as possible. So doing the entire thing from scratch would obviously cost a fortune. This is the very same thing, but the exterior view of the Mazar Sharif dome. On the left is the actual work being carried out. On the right is the actual completed dome after the painting and after the restructure has taken place. You note that every 3 windows here has been blanked out, and that's to reinforce the dome itself, as opposed to the one on the left. This is an interesting picture. This is the Mazar Sharif dome, as you can see. Here on the left, this actual white line is a seam. If you note, the Masjid Sharif was built long before the Mazar Sharif. In Hazrat's Hayat, the masjid was standing. So obviously after his demise, the Mazar Sharif was built. But because it was 2 separate buildings, there was a seam that was essentially formed here, and as a result of the cyclonic weather, it each time it actually rained, the water would seep through. And this was evident obviously in the first presentation that we did. So after extensive research, a lot of different methods to try and cover this up, there was essentially only one possible way to kill two birds with one stone. And that's what you see on the right. The very same section has been, as you can see, pillared up. Here's Hazrat there to give an indication of the height. So it's pillared right through up until this point. So the entire seam is essentially covered. So what that does is one of two things. The second manzil that's created now gives you an opportunity to use the second floor as basically a madrasa sharif for people who are traveling, coming from abroad to pay their respects during the Urse Khushtar. There's going to be a Musafir Khana built there as well. There is going to be a library there as well. So there is basically, that's the first bird that's been killed with a stone, and the second bird obviously, because it is covering the entire seam, it addresses the leak seepage issue essentially. This is basically a lengthwise picture of the very same thing, showing you the extent of the construction that's taking place. And here you'll note that the actual area is roughly about 10,000 square feet. It's about just over 900 square meters. So that will give you the indication of how vast this amount that is being covered is. And you'll also note that in the very first slide, or the second slide, I've mentioned that we've essentially only given 100,000 Rand to Mauritius. From there, you'll obviously gather that the amount of work that we've done thus far exceeds 100,000 Rand. And what has happened essentially is there's a lot of money that was essentially given as goodwill from the Mauritians themselves in order to start the project. So what we are doing is trying to bridge the gap. So all our funds essentially are not being channeled only to Mauritius. There are projects in South Africa, like the masjid in Mas Crescent, that we are also focusing on addressing, inshallah. As it stands, from last year, some of you would note that who attended the program, the total cost was around R1 million in total. Because of the fact we collected roughly about a quarter of that sum, the remaining amount is 750. But bear in mind, last year when we did the presentation, there was no talk of a second manzil being built. So that being said, obviously this is a very conservative sum. But that being said, we need to try as far as possible to obviously achieve that. And inshallah, once that's done, we can look at other possible avenues of getting everything else sorted out, inshallah. So I want to ask humbly of you, if you can dig deep into your hearts, into your pockets, and contribute whatever it is towards this very, very noble cause. And I can guarantee you in front of Hazrat and all this ulama seated here, that no doubt it's not only going to benefit you in this dunya, but without a doubt in the akhirat as well. Jazakumullah khair.
Jazakallah, likes on please, Nurul Haq, Jazakallah for that. So here you have it, we have the project which is in Mauritius, whether it's South Africa, Sunni Razvi Society International, alhamdulillah, the great awliya ikram that have come from the various salasils, they have come and alhamdulillah planted the seeds, whether it's Sabri Chishti Society, whether it's Sultan Babu Center, whether it's the Darul Pretoria, the great mashayikh have come and planted the seeds. And one of the aims and objectives of this great mashayikh is that masajid needs to be coming up. The establishment of masjid. And when we look at the Darul Pretoria, we look at Masjid al-Ghawsi Azam, which is so fully functional, alhamdulillah. Many of you are seated here, I don't have to tell you about Sultan Babu Masjid. It's not only a masjid where 5 times salah takes place, but many activities takes place at Sultan Babu Masjid. And for the records, over 200 to 300 people in the 5 years have reverted to Islam from the Sultan Babu Masjid. And Sabri Chishti Masjid, we are seated in such a beautiful venue. The masjid we just ran Isha Salah and came out. Such beautiful ambience, such beautiful spirituality when we read our namaz in this particular masjid. So we can say, alhamdulillah, that we as Muslims, we have always identified the need for the masjid. not for one masjid but many masajids, so that people can come read salah, our children can go to the madrasa, acquire the dini knowledge, etc., etc. So my brothers and friends, we are here to make a contribution. We are here to secure our akhirah. And from this podium, they say the Maulanas, they only ask the people that the Maulanas themselves take out money from the pockets. And I'm going to stand here today, and I'm speaking from a personal point of view. But I would like to start tonight's pledge, and I haven't told Nurul Haq this, Nurul Haq, that I want the guys, what do you call this, the guys that are writing the things, I want them to write my name to be number one, inshallah. That I'm going to pledge in the name of Huzur Ghaus Pak, Al Sheikh Sayyidina Abdul Qadir Jilani, 1,100 rands towards Sunni Razvi Society International for the establishment of the masjid and the madrasa, inshallah.
Nare Takbir, Nare Risalat, Ulama Ahl Sunnah.
Can anybody? MashaAllah, Mufti Sahib is, look at the enthusiasm of our ulama kiram. They know the need for it. The Mufti Sahib is, alhamdulillah, has recommended. Mufti Sahib, can we get your pledge, Mufti Sahib? Subhanallah, Nara Takbir. Nara is, Mufti Sahib said, Maulana, you did Gyarvi, I will do Barvi. Alhamdulillah, from Darul Pretoria, Mufti Muhammad Akbar Razvi Sahib, who is the teacher of the teachers, who was the Mufti of South Africa, and Alhamdulillah, Masjid Azam, and the Darul which holds so many students. I am one of the Alhamdulillah products of Darul Pretoria, standing in front of you. Alhamdulillah, that houses so many students. He has pledged 1,200 rands. Is there anybody else? Subhanallah, Nare Takbir, Nare Takbir, Nare Risalat. I have Maulana Sayyid Yusuf of the Sabri Chishti Society in the name of Hazrat Sabir Pak, Hazrat Sabir Alauddin, Rahmatullah alayhi. Maulana Sayyid Yusuf has pledged an amount of 1,300 rands.
لا 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 ما تسوى الدنيا تضيق خلقك الحمد لله تافر وضح من حقك بس
MashaAllah, we have a pledge from Brother Sayyid Ismail on behalf of his late father, Sayyid Abdul Qadir. Alhamdulillah, 1,100 rands. MashaAllah, Kari Sahib on the stage here, who is such a beautiful Naat reciter. Bulbule, South Africa. In the name of Panjatan Park, Ahlul Bayt Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Panjatan Park, he has pledged an amount of 500 rand towards this project. So Alhamdulillah, let us start the pledges. Is there anybody that wants to put up their hands? Whether it's 500 rands, whether it's 1,000 rands, whatever the amounts towards this project, inshallah, the extension of the masjid, the renovation of the masjid. Brother Nurul Haq spoke about the library. Brother Nurul Haq spoke about the madrasa, as well as the project in South Africa. Do we have any other pledges that you would like to give? Please put up your hands. Please do it for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala here tonight, inshallah. I have one brother coming forward, my well-known friend Salim from Pretoria. MashaAllah, Brother Salim, in the name of Taj Sharia, he has pledged the amount of 2,000 rands. MashaAllah, subhanallah. Come along. There are people come, mashallah, there's another brother. I see too many familiar faces here. My brother Yunus Qadir, Haji Yunus Qadir and family there. I'm waiting for your pledge in a few minutes, inshallah. I see, who else do I see? My brother Sayyid Nizamuddin Sahab, mashallah, you're going to give us a pledge. Salim Hussain, where are you, my brother? Salim, you are with Telcom, please give us some donations there, please. On this side, who do I see? Ziauddin. Haji Faisal Abdul Ghafoor in the Khandan of Ala Hazrat. MashaAllah, 1,500 rands from this brother. MashaAllah, round of applause for him. MashaAllah, Faisal brother. Come along, brothers and friends, mothers and sisters. We know you are going to spend exorbitant amount of monies on your holidays. You are just waiting for 16th of December to come. Come secure. Ji. MashaAllah, on behalf of our wonderful Abba Najmunisa Khan, she's a grandmother. She's a grandmother sitting at the Sultan Bahu Center table. She's pledging an amount of 1,000 rands. Come along, she's the first mother that has pledged. Where are the mothers? Come on. Pledge for the masjid, pledge for the madrasa, pledge for the library. Ji, uncle was putting up his hand, page number 21, table number 21. Is there anybody else? Come along, mashallah, I have my Haji Yunus Qadir. He's a lover of Sunni. This person is a lover of Sunni Razvi society. Inshallah, he's going to pledge on behalf of the Qadir Imam Ali family, inshallah. MashaAllah, on behalf of the Qadir Imam Ali family, 2,000 rand. Round of applause for them as well, please. MashaAllah, subhanallah. Come along, brothers. We're having more pledges. Come along. We are the mothers, we are the sisters. The Prophet ﷺ said that إِذَا مَاتَ الْإِنسَانُ, that when a person dies, all his deeds will come to an end. إِلَّا بِثَلَاثَةٍ, except three. It will continue to benefit the person in his or her grave. And on top of the list, the Prophet ﷺ mentioned Sadaqatul Jariyah. Sadaqatul Jariyah, recurring charity. You have given masjid, you have given monies towards a masjid, you have given monies towards an orphanage, you have given monies to a madrasa, because you have given monies in this or in these places, inshallah, it will benefit you even in your qabr. Okay, I've got here 28 Muharram is Urs of Makhdoom Ashraf Rahmatullah in India. There's a pledge in his name of 1,200 rand. Round of applause please for this brother who has pledged this amount. Come along, brothers. Come along, friends. We have another one. Come along. We need 750,000 rands here tonight. We need your support. We need your contributions. We need your assistance for these beautiful projects. I do see that some of the people are filling in those pledge forms. We really appreciate it. Do we have another pledge? Another pledge from the brother who's putting up his hand in the back. MashaAllah, MashaAllah, may Allah reward you all. May Allah fill the quburs, the graves of those people that are not here. I have some lovely pledges that have come up, and this is in the spirit of what has been mentioned previously for the establishment, the renovation of the masjids, for the establishment of masjid, for the madrasas, for the libraries, inshallah. Farul Khan from ACCS, Aircon, sorry. He has pledged an amount of 5,000 rands. A round of applause for Brother Farul Khan. I have another pledge here. Nasmira Sayyid. She has pledged 500 rand. Jazakallah, round of applause for her as well. I received another pledge, Isa al-Sawab, for the late Yaqub Rasul, an amount of 5,000 rands. And then I received another pledge from Rasul Steel for 5,000 rands. A round of applause for them, please. I've received another pledge. Zahida and Rafiq Khan, a pledge of 1,000 rands. A round of applause for Zahida and Rafiq Khan. I received a pledge from Kareem family. Kareem family of 1,500 rands. Jazakallah to you. Okay. MashaAllah. And an anonymous pledge. And an anonymous pledge of 11,000 rands. MashaAllah, subhanallah to that brother. May Allah reward you. And for the family of that brother who had pledged that amount, and for all the pledges that I'm mentioning, if you had families that have left this world, may inshallah your pledges serve as a sadaqatul jariyah for the late people that have left your family. I've got another anonymous pledge here of 1,500 rands. Round of applause for these people. Right, I have on behalf of sending the sawab on Hadr Khalicha Bawa Rahmatullah Alayh, I hope I got the name of the organization right. Widows on Call. Waiters on Call. Waiters on Call on behalf of Khalicha Bawa Rahmatullah Alayh, they have pledged 600 rand. 600 rand. Jazakallah from table number 10. A round of applause for them as well, please. I mentioned widows instead of waiters. I do apologize. Right, Sultan Bahu, brother Suhail. My brother Suhail from table number 2. And he would like to pledge 1,000 rands for Marhum Mia Ahmad Ismailji, who was a teacher. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant him Jannah, inshallah. 1,000 rands. A round of applause for brother Suhail. Rasul's homemade biltong, 500 rands pledge, mashallah. Mashallah, we have a pledge. Listen to the pledge. Normally in a function of this magnitude, we rely on the people. But now we have from the Khushtar family themselves a pledge of 20,000 rands. A pledge of 20,000 rand. Narai Takbir, Narai Risala, Ulama Ahl Sunnah. No matter how big, how small, each and every rand is important. Even if it's a 10 rand for buying a single brick with cement for the masjid. We have here Farhana Rasul, a pledge of 100 rand, Jazakallah to you. I have a pledge from Maryam, also for 100 rand. And I have a pledge from Ibrahim Nana Bhai, or Nana Bawa, Maaf. Ibrahim Nana Bawa of 5,000 rands. Jazakallah, round of applause for them as well. I've got another pledge sheet in front of me from Umari, 250 rand. Saeed for 250 rand. From Ahmad, 20 rands. And I cannot really see this name here. Marju, 2 rands. Alhamdulillah, that 2 rands is important for us. The 2 rands. Give them a round of applause. Jazakallah khair.
لا 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 ما تسوى الدنيا تضيق خلقك الحمد لله تافر وضح من حقك بس
Okay, I've already mentioned Najmul Isa Khan from Sultan Bahu table of 1,000 rand. I've got here Muhammad Salim Lahir, 1,000 rands. And Sulaiman Farishta 1,000 Rand. A round of applause for them as well, please. Come along, give me those pledge forms, ladies and gentlemen. If you fold it in, please bring it to the stage. We need to capture it and see how far we are away from our total, inshallah. Right, I got here for Sawabi Jariya for the late Ahmed Idris for an amount of 2,500 rands. And then for two kids, I've got here Amanat and Azra Bakis of 1,000 rands. A round of applause for them as well, please. Jazakallah. Do we have any more pledges? Come along, ladies and gentlemen. Let us. Right, while my brother Riaz is capturing there, I got a surprise for you. In a few minutes, inshallah, the main course is going to be served. And the surprise that we have for you is that there will be one lucky draw towards the end of tonight's program. And the person that's going to be winning a prize here this evening will be taking home to this evening a 43-inch high definition, full high definition curved TV home this evening. Let me mention it again, guys who like soccer. See, the uncles are saying, hey, it'll be nice for soccer. 43-inch full high definition curved television. One lucky winner will be taking this tonight, inshallah. Right, we're going to go quickly to two items, inshallah, for the auction. And after this, we're going to serve the main course. Right, as you can see, Brother Riaz has placed the item on your screens there. This is a Defy twin-made washing machine. Yes. This is an 8-kilo twin-made 800 twin tub. Uses a pedal pulsator to help mix water and detergent with the laundry. The spin and wash tub are composed of polypropylene, which will treat your clothes with care. 8-kilo Defy twin-made washing machine. There's your little description of it on the screen. The washing machine is behind us here. So, do I have, ladies and gentlemen, do I have an opening bid of 1,000 rands? 1,000 rands. I see a hand going up. 1,000 rands for this washing machine. Table number 27. Do I have 1,500 rands? 1,500 rands. 1,500. Table number 13. No. 1,500 rands. 1,500 rands for this Defy 8-kilo twin-made washing machine. Do I have a bid of 1,500? Table number 21. 1,500. Do I have 2,000 rands? 2,000 rands. This is very expensive. Let us support this beautiful cause. Do I have a bid? 2,000 rands. MashaAllah. Table number 15. Do I have a bid of 2,500? 2,500. Do I have a bid of 2,500? Is there anybody that can give me 2,500? MashaAllah. Table number 21. I have 2,500. Do I have a bid of 3,000 rands? Bid of 3,000 rands. 3,000 rands to this. Only 500. MashaAllah. Table number 15 for 3,000. Brother, 3,500 rand. 8-kilo washing machine. It'd be nice looking in your house. Take it please. Table number 21. 3,500. Table number 21. 3,500. Anybody for 3,500? Washing machine. Farhad, do you need a washing machine? Just ask Anisa quickly there. Washing machine for 3,500. Anybody wants to take it for 3,500 is going for a good cause. Think of the fact that he's going for a masjid, library, madrasa, the renovation, the extension to the minaret of the mazar of the great saint of Allah. 3,500 rands only. Anybody? So I've got 3,000 rand going to table number 15 once. 3,000 rands going. 3,500 to table 15. 3,000 going once to table 15. 3,000 going twice to table 15. Sold to table number 15 for 3,000 rands. A round of applause for her, please. One more item, inshallah, and we will then serve this to the main course, inshallah. The next item, Riaz, we've got an audionic sound master. Audionic sound master, the description is third generation technology speakers with fusion of lights and sound with USB functionality, SD, MMC card slot, remote control, and built-in FM radio, audionic, high quality subwoofer, and standing sound bars with too many things here. With Bluetooth audio, streaming, remote control, built-in FM radio, USB support, SD, MMC card, hi-fi subwoofer with bass duct technology. Do I have an opening bid of 500 rand for this important item? Ibrahim's, discuss it, 500 rand as an opening bid. Come along, audionic sound master. Yes, I have for table number 12, 500. Do I have 700? 700, anybody for this item? 700 rands. Table number 15, 7. Do I have 1,000 rands? Can you offer me 1,000 rands? Ibrahim, 1,000 rands only. Come along. 1,000 rands, Ibrahim number 2. MashaAllah, Ibrahim, 1,000 rands. Do I have a bit of 1,500? 1,500. 1,500, Salim. MashaAllah, 1,500. Do I have 2,000? 2,000 from that brother there. Do I have 2,500? Audionic sound. 2,500. Salim? Speak to your bank manager, Faiza. Tell her, 2,500, mashallah. 2,500. Do I have a bit of 3,000? Young man, 3,000. 3,000, table number 12. Ibrahim, you can drink the Coke as much as you want after you. 3,000, Ibrahim. 3,000, come along. Audionic, boss. Audionic.
لا 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 ما تسوى الدنيا تضيق خلقك الحمد لله ما حد بياخذ منك رزقك هدي وارتاح تابر واطمح من حقك بس بلاش العين لا 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 ما تسوى الدنيا تضيق خلقك الحمد لله ما حد بياخذ منك رزقك هدي وارتاح تابر واطمح من حقك بس